Well, time and again, you question in A Promised Land your own vanity and ego. And this happened quite a bit, actually, during the time you were deciding to run for president.
Why would I put her through this? Was it just vanity? Or perhaps something darker? A raw hunger? A blind ambition wrapped in the gauzy language of service? Or was I still trying to prove myself worthy to a father who had abandoned me, live up to my mother's starry-eyed expectations for her only son, and resolve whatever self-doubt remained from being born a child of mixed race? It's like you have a hole to fill, Michelle had told me early in our marriage.
So I'm wondering, once you run for president, win the presidency, it's the greatest popularity contest in the world. Does that fill whatever hole there might have been?
Yeah. Well, Michelle would say maybe not because I'm still grinding out there, campaigning, writing books, etc. I would say that by the end of the campaign, by the time I started the presidency, a lot of those questions had burned off. And the reason I say that is because what I found was that seeing your name up in lights, being on television, speaking to large crowds, etc. After a while, like anything else, you become accustomed to it. And what lingers, what lasts, what matters is your own assessment of what good am I doing. And by the time I entered into the Oval Office, part of it was probably a function of age. Part of it was I had gotten enough external affirmation. I knew what it was like to speak to hundreds of thousands and then during the inauguration, 2 million people. The ego part of this, the vanity part of service, didn't interest me anymore. And what interested me was, what could I get done? And I think that to actually imagine yourself running for president requires a certain element of megalomania and insanity.
I was going to ask that question. Do you think you need a big ego to do it?
You have to have something in you that is willing to put yourself through and your family through a crazy process. But hopefully, and this is where I try to, in the book, to give an honest assessment and to be self-critical about it. Hopefully, what initially drives you transforms itself into something larger.